boys and girls. Today I have a story for you about a little girl who goes out on the hill to pick blueberries with her mom. Now, I'm sure that you all know what blueberries look like. I bought a box of blueberries at the store this morning, so I could show you if you forgot what they look like. Some people like to just eat them plain, right out of the container, or blueberry muffins, or you could also make blueberry pancakes. That's a real treat. Well, it's almost time of year here in New Jersey to be picking blueberries. In another few weeks, I bet, you could go to a blueberry farm and pick blueberries. Or sometimes you find them out in the woods or in the fields, and you can pick wild blueberries. Either one is fun. Now, in the story, the little girl has a bucket that she takes to carry her blueberries in. She picks blueberries and her mom picks blueberries too. And Sal has her own bucket. And one of the important parts of the story is the sound that the blueberries make when they go into the bucket. So I thought we would try that today and see if we can hear the sound that the blueberries make when they get put in the bucket. All right, get your listeners on. Are you ready? Okay, did you hear that noise? Each blueberry made a noise when it got put in the bucket. I'm going to do it again, and let's count how many blueberries we put in. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you couldn't hear that one. 5, 6. 6 blueberries. Did I get them all? I wonder why that one didn't make any noise. Maybe I didn't really get it in there. Okay, so Sal carried a bucket like this, but her bucket was metal, so it would have made a little bit different sound. So when we get to the sound that the blueberries made in the bucket, I'll remind you. Okay, I'm going to put the blueberries over on my table and get ready to read you this story. The story is called Blueberries for Sal, and Sal is the name of the little girl in the story. And this book was written by Robert McCloskey. Let me see if I can get it so you can see the pictures and I can read the words. One day, little Sal went with her mother to Blueberry Hill to pick blueberries. Little Sal brought along her small tin pail, and her mother brought her large tin pail to put berries in. "We will take our berries home and can them," said her mother. "Then we will have food for the winter." Little Sal picked 3 berries and dropped them in her little tin pail. Kerplink, kerplank, kaplunk. That's not exactly what our blueberries sounded like, was it? But it was a tin pail that she had, so it might sound a little different. Kerplunk, kerplink, kerplank. Okay. She picked 3 more berries and ate them. She's not doing too well here, is she? Then she picked more berries and dropped 1 in the pail. Kerplunk. And the rest she ate. Then little Sal ate all 4 blueberries out of her pail. So now her pail is back to being empty again. Her mother walked slowly through the bushes, picking blueberries as she went and putting them in her pail. Little Sal struggled along behind, picking blueberries and eating every single one. They're just so good, aren't they? You can't resist. There are a lot of pages in this book. It's kind of hard to turn them. Little Sal hurried ahead and dropped a blueberry in her mother's pail. It didn't sound kerplunk because the bottom of the pail was already covered with berries. She reached down inside to get her berry back. Though she really didn't mean to, she pulled out a large handful because there were so many blueberries right up close to the one she had put in. Oh my goodness, so now she's got her blueberries and her mom's blueberries. Her mother stopped picking and said, "Now, Sal, you run along and pick your own berries. Mother wants to take her berries home and can them for the winter." Her mother went back to picking, but little Sal, because her feet were tired of standing and walking, sat down in the middle of a large clump of bushes, and she ate blueberries. On the other side of Blueberry Hill, Little Bear came with his mother to eat blueberries. "Little Bear," she said, "eat lots of berries and grow big and fat. We must store up food for the long winter." So Sal and her mom are storing up food in cans or jars for the winter, and the bears are storing up food by making fat on their body. Little Bear followed behind his mother as she walked slowly through the bushes, eating berries. Little Bear stopped now and then to eat berries. Then he had to hustle along to catch up. So Little Bear and Sal are doing kind of the same thing, aren't they? They're both following their mom and eating berries. Over on the other side of the hill, little Sal ate all of the berries she could reach from where she was sitting. Then she started out to find her mother. She heard a noise from around a rock and thought, "That is my mother walking along." But it was a mother crow and her children, and they stopped eating berries and flew away saying, "Caw, caw, caw." Then she heard another noise in the bushes and thought, "That is surely my mother, and I will go to that sound." But it was Little Bear's mother instead. She was tramping along eating berries and thinking about storing up food for the winter. Little Sal tramped right along behind. So there's little Sal following the mama bear. By this time, Little Bear had eaten all the berries he could reach without moving from his clump of bushes. Then he hustled off to catch up with his mother. He hunted and hunted, but his mother was nowhere to be seen. He heard a noise from by a stump and thought, "That is my mother walking along." See if that was his mother. But it was a mother partridge and her children. They stopped eating berries and hurried away. Then he heard a noise in the bushes and thought, "That is surely my mother. I will hustle that way. And I don't know if you can see the little birds there. Those are partridges. They're little birds. But it was little Sal's mother instead. It wasn't the bear, it was little Sal's mom. She was walking along picking berries and thinking about canning them for next winter. Little Bear hustled right along behind her. Little Bear and Little Sal's mother and Little Sal and Little Bear's mother were all mixed up with each other among the blueberries on Blueberries Hill. So Little Sal is following Mama Bear, and Little Bear is following Little Sal's mom. What a mix-up that is. Little Bear's mother heard Sal walking along behind her and thought it was Little Bear. And she said, Little Bear, munch, 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 eat all you can possibly hold. Little Bear said nothing. She picked 3 berries and dropped them, kerplink, kerplank, kerplunk, in her small tin pail. Little Bear's mother turned around to see what on earth could be making that kerplunk sound. Grumph! She cried, choking on a mouthful of berries. This is not my child. Where's Little Bear? She took one good look and backed away. She was old enough to be shy of people, even a very small person like Little Sal. Then the bear turned around and walked off very fast to hunt for Little Bear. Where is Little Bear? Do you remember? Little Sal's mother heard Little Bear tramping along behind and thought it was Little Sal. She kept right on picking and thinking about canning blueberries for next winter. Little Sal's mother turned around and gasped, My goodness, you are not Little Sal. Where, oh, where is my child? Little Bear just sat munching and swallowing and licking his lips. Little Sal's mother slowly backed away. She also was old enough to be shy of bears, even very small bears like Little Bear. Then Sal's mom turned and walked away quickly to look for Little Sal. She hadn't gone very far before she heard kerplink, kerplank, kerplunk. She knew just what made that kind of noise. What makes that kind of noise? That's Little Sal's sound, isn't it? Little Bear's mother had not hunted very long before she heard a hustling sound that stopped now and then to munch and swallow. She knew just what made that kind of sound. Yes, that's a little bear sound, isn't it? Little Bear and his mother went home down one side of Blueberry Hill, eating blueberries all the way and full of food stored up for next winter. And Little Sal and her mother went down the other side of Blueberry Hill, picking berries all the way, and drove home with food to can for next winter. A whole pailful of blueberries and 3 more besides. And I think on the last page there is a picture of Sal helping her mother put the blueberries in jars to store for the winter. Okay, was that a great story? It was interesting how Sal and the little bear were doing the same things. And the two moms in the story were doing the same things. Then, in the middle, they got all mixed up and turned around. And little Sal was with Mama Bear, and Baby Bear, Little Bear, was with Sal's mom. I'm glad they got it worked out in the end, and they all went home with the right mom. All right, boys and girls, that was a fun story to read. Let's listen one more time. See if you can hear my blueberry sound. Now I'm getting a lot of berries in here, so they might not make that sound. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blueberries. I think maybe I will make blueberry pancakes for breakfast tomorrow. What do you think? Does that sound yummy? Okay, boys and girls, I'll see you later. Have a great day.